Okay.
That's all well and good, but who's actually going to do the catch-up?
I've got notes. I can do a catch-up unless someone else is dying to do one.
Right, okay. Go ahead, Curtis. Your catch-ups are normally quite thorough.
This won't be because I'm pretty sure I was hammered last time I played.
When are you not? When are you not?
Oh, yeah. I'm normally tipsy. I think the last time I was fucking hammered, though, so I think this was just immediately after breaking up with Rach. The Avi Rebellion are working against the Drow, who's the world soul. Bellum? Belaim?
Bilan.
That's
Lord
that's
of Ruin. Bilan.
Balam, that's the one. There are 9+ seed souls going around, so like a load of different ones. The world one is the one that encompasses all of them. I should have read through these before I started talking. Oh yeah, and he's already combined, in this alternate reality, he's already combined the 3 parts of the scrolls that Chester's after to turn himself into basically like a demigod onto this plane, so that's some of the power that holds within it. The party is tasked to find the cleric Joan something in the local town who we need to head off to, and then Laniros then has a extended conversation with Vagor and Tang. The party then heads to Capula and agrees to deal with their cave problem. And then do the discussion inside.
Oh. You
And we permanently lost Anna.
Yeah, we lost Anna. Can remember that bit. And then we ended up in the walls. We delved deeper inside. Found demon deer and some viney boys. I can't remember what that's that.
That's pretty much it.
I mean, that's mostly what we did. We spent a lot of time in base camps before we started off, didn't we?
Other than some in-depth conversations, that's the gist of the events. You were told by Joan before you decided to ignore her and just go on ahead into the Underdark, that she would be able to direct you and take you where you wanted to go. However, after being inside for about, I think it was like half an hour, you come across some worms that grapple you, and they got these arms, these soul arms that come out. You decided to head west from there, heading further into the Underdark for several hours until you come across, like you said, the vagina deer, as Rocket likes to call them. And
I also noticed there's a very vagina-y looking rock in this map as well.
Oh god, alright, let's continue on. And that's basically where we end the session. After these creatures attacked you, you were just basically resting up after the combat. So we begin today's session just after you had done battle with these hideous creatures that are currently kind of like just laying in stinking, bleeding heaps near you. The deers, with the maws and the tentacles, are leaking this vile bile all into the water around you. And you notice that, of course, it's acidic and caustic. Some of you have been struck by it. And at the moment, the entire cavern is starting to fill up with like a kind of like a yellow haze. And all of you are starting to feel that tickle in the back of your throat. There's definitely something not right. Like the acid is like vaporizing in this cave.
Well, we should try and get out of here soon. I don't think this is going to be very healthy for us.
We claim to agree.
Alright, so which way are you going? Are you going back or are you going forwards?
Do we look like quitters?
Yes.
Let's keep pushing for a bit.
Alright, so Chester, what you do notice is that Eagle's Tyrannosaurus Rex form currently isn't going to fit through the tunnel here.
Any of you have any Vaseline?
No, Master Dick, I'm afraid we can't keep reducing and enlarging the T-Rex.
Ah, right you are. Igor, nice. Claps his fingers. Return to your usual shape, stunted as it may be. I'll drop concentration.
Yeah, he comes back.
I had a dream I knew my own ABCs. But you are, you stunted little boy. Continue on. We have things to do, and we're so close I can taste victory.
Alright, so as you guys heading through this tunnel's relatively clean, no plant life, nothing like that. You can see that these creatures have either fed on it or the caustic bile is like basically melted most of this the nature here until you begin to head downwards and the air gets noticeably warmer, more humid. And you guys have to, what you see in front of you is a narrow, slow-moving river. There is stalactites here, and it's probably about 30 foot. Those of you dark vision can see about 30 foot. And on the far side, it rises up into a steep bank, and atop that, you see what looks like an old palisade. Wooden stakes that have got like mushrooms and covered in algae, kind of like poking out of this steep bank. And there was once what looks like a gate of some sorts here, and it doesn't take much for Laniros to, with his passive investigation, to realise there was once a bridge as well, and beneath the water you can see the crumbling remains of masonry, very goblinoid in its architecture.
Is there a map?
Nope. We're freeforming here, dude. We're just going theatre of the mind.
Theatre.
I was thinking there was going to be a map, so I blacked out. So there's goblin architecture.
Yeah. No, what the hell? Right, so there's a narrow, a shallow river of about 30 foot wide, leading to a steep bank. At the top of the steep bank is a palisade of old stakes and timber covered in algae and mushrooms. Beneath the waters, Laniros, the kind of clear spring water river, Laniros can see the goblinoid architecture of what remains of an ancient bridge that must have once forded this river.
So there's goblin architecture.
Alright, you lose an inspiration point.
Yeah.
So do you reckon we just keep going forward or something then?
Yes, I don't
I would assume so.
see why not.
It seems like the only way to
Never
go.
listened to trivial creatures.
Were we informed of any landmark we were supposed to look for? No, right?
Can I pipe in there and say that you didn't ask anything?
No, I am aware. I'm aware we asked for absolutely nothing.
I'll have.
Do you remember that time when we tried to help a village and we turned them into bloodthirsty zombies?
What?
You what now?
Master Decker, we did not inform anyone of this.
Forget I said nothing. Must have been dreaming.
No.
Igor,
Please do elaborate.
Ahead of you.
Alright,
Igor's found the scent of wherever it is we're supposed to be going.
You're not getting off topic that easily.
That is not a.
Look over here, there's a rock shaped like a poo.
It's not a particularly interesting story.
I'd like to ask Alwyn though, as you move forward into the river, coldness just immediately it comes up to your thighs, and the coldness is like kind of bitter. And as you begin wading forward, you're moving and using parts of the dumped masonry, obviously, to clamber over. Can I have an acrobatics check from you to get across?
Can I give you a clever use of a spell, maybe?
You may do that.
To slow the current.
Yeah, and I'll give you advantage on it.
Area around me as I move around.
Yep, I'll give you advantage on it.
What check, sorry?
Acrobatics.
Ooh.
Well, so you'll see Alwyn basically go full on kind of like Legolas here in the last Hobbit movie.
Sure.
Just jump in between bits of masonry as he's parting the water so he doesn't slip on any of the algae. And then when he gets to the end, you immediately hit the bank, grab onto a remnants of an old ladder and pull yourself up and then clamber up. And from this side, you've got like a nice view of the cavern ahead of you, Rocket, and you see, and Alwyn, you see odd bits of glowing crystal where everyone else is, kind of like on their side of the bank. So if you, from here, when the river goes down about 2-3 foot, you can see like odd glowing crystals embedded into that side of the bank. From where you were standing there, you didn't look down and round so you can see them. Where everyone else.
But there was an echo there.
Yeah, from.
Yeah, I was trying to put the stream up and it fucking broke.
That's alright. Yeah, so you, what about everyone else?
Well, Elsef can fly, so Elsef just flies after Alva.
Okay, yeah, I see you fly over. And it doesn't take you long to also notice these glowing kind of pure blue crystals on the other side.
What to identify them? Arcana or
Nature.
nature? Fuck me, I don't know that shit about nature.
How far across is it to get there?
30 foot.
Nope.
Nope, you don't understand what they are. It's weird that they're glowing, but... Alright, you face step over.
Yeah, and I'll go and have a look at them as well.
If you were to give it a DC rating on how hard it is to get up, what would that number be?
What? I'm not telling you anything like that.
Really hard to get up.
With any sort of creative use, I wouldn't mind you using athletics if you tell me how you'd use it to get across. But before that, Laneros, you can see these glowing crystals. They look very similar to something that you've seen and studied before in the Feywild. In the Feydark, there were these creatures called ropers, and when they bred or duplicated, the eggs that they created looked in familiar shape like that, but they didn't glow. I mean, they could have done in the Feydark, but very similar. But there's about maybe 60 of them dotting different parts of the bank.
So, Liam, what you're saying that there's radioactive ropers and I should kill all the eggs, yeah?
I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that it looks like roper eggs embedded into the bank here.
Okay, if they're glowing, are they still, are they like translucent? Or are they opaque?
No, they kind of got like a dull blue, kind of pure blue light, actually. I would explain it.
Yeah, but you can't see into them if there's like...
No, you can't see into them, no.
Okay.
I mean, it takes a discerning eye to see roper eggs other than just rocks. So
Yeah. No, what I'm asking is that, like, if you have like a fetus or something, then obviously you can, if you shine light through it, you can see what's inside. And I'm wondering if you can see like little ropers inside, or
you can't see any ropers inside. The only person left on the other side now is Makra, Chester, and Igor.
Well, we should have a look at what these are. Actually, there might be trouble if we leave them. Quite sure, but these things, they resemble roper eggs, except they're not normally blue, but they're somewhere in size and shape, and I think we should try and perhaps open one up to see what's inside. I believe that
Very well.
Master Makra is into that sort of thing, shall I say? So why don't you get over here?
No, it's on the side of Makra, like as in, it's on the side of the bank you started in. But it was just like as you walk to the river, you can't see them because they go straight down and under slightly. Yeah.
Okay.
So it was only as Alwyn got to the other side that he turned around and saw them.
Okay, I'm gonna poke one with my mage hand then.
Okay, it's lodged quite firmly in the bank.
Mm-hmm. If I just...
Okay, I'll give that to you. And then it plops into the water and floats down, but isn't taken by the current. It's not. It's too heavy to be taken by the current. Just kind of sinks to the bank.
Okay, but it doesn't pop or anything. It just stays intact.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's not good. Never mind. Not much we can do about it except burn them all, which I'm not very sure we should expend the time or effort.
It seems like if these are roper eggs, they are going to be someone else's problem.
For the
Are we
foreseeable
continuing
future,
on
anyway.
that way?
Yes, I believe so.
Alright, so chuck us a rope down, please. And tie the other end to something.
Do you have a rope?
I'll throw one up.
I'll just go grab it with a mage hand to have it out anyway and just lift the rope over.
Okay. What about Chester?
He's been like searching his things for any way of getting across, and I don't think he has any. It'll help you, gentlemen. Wouldn't mind following along.
You can climb a rope, can't you?
Yeah, he'll give it a go. Igor, that's a way.
Okay,
So once the other end secured tightly to something, Makra will begins to making his way up this rope.
Alright, that's cool. So, can Chester, Igor, and Macro make perception checks?
Perception?
Yeah.
To use your eyes
First one
to
is
climb the
Chester.
rope?
Second one is Igor. Oh, look at that.
It's just a roper.
That would be hilarious.
Just throwing it up, and now it's just a roper. Or tied the other end to a roper.
Alright,
Since I don't carry a mimic around.
Oh, my character sheet is just not loading. Let me
That's
just
alright, we'll continue on. So Igor is the one to first point it out, but as you're using the rope to pull yourself across this slow-moving river, he points out to you, Chester. He just points to the back of your shoulder blade, and at that moment he reaches forward and slaps something, and you hear a plop, and then he immediately turns around, and Chester, you see it. These wriggling black leeches, perhaps a foot long, that were nestled in the shadows of the parts of the masonry. And immediately you begin moving quickly to get to the other side and push them away. And you manage to actually escape not getting any on you. What about Macro? Oh, Macro just gets the DC. So one actually attaches to your elbow and you just rip it off, crush it, throw it into the water and begin moving to the other side.
Ugh.
And once you climb up to the other side,
Disgusting.
it is Macro that notices that all along the grounds here and on the walls is graffiti in Goblinwood. In Goblin.
Ah! Fucking hell, this is the first time Goblin has come up this entire campaign. Liam, what does it fucking say?
Alright, so most of it's kind of stuff like Chazk was here, that kind of classic goblin, some blah 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 spells. But then neatly in the centre, in this artwork, surrounded by what looks like a dragon's tail, is a name, and an arrow pointing towards down one of the two tunnels. The name roughly translates as Undertown or Downtown, or around that kind of thing, like below town. And it points down to one of the tunnels. And the rest of the walls are just covered in the usual graffiti and chalk.
Vulgarities.
Yeah.
Looks like there's probably going to be the ruins of a town down there. It just says Old Town here.
Okay.
Do you enjoy archaeology, Master Macro?
Not even remotely. Shall we go see got any cool shit down there, or what are we doing?
So you do enjoy archaeology?
It's not, well, archaeology, if that archaeology includes cool shit within it. Yeah, I enjoy archaeology.
A very simple-minded view. I would not be opposed to it. Master Decker, this is your little mission. Do you fancy a detour? Has Todd gone to get a drink?
No, I'm still here, sorry. He just keeps slipping in and out, so I didn't hear you say his name. What did you say to Chester, sorry?
Do you want to go down into Old Town?
Well, yes, of course. We must keep pressing forward.
Okay.
Where is exactly forward? Did we ask where we had meant to be going? Nary a minute ago.
Yes, shall we just continue? What do you say, Elsa? I feel that's for the best.
We'll just
Into Old Town, that is, to clarify things.
Yes, it seems prudent to
If,
keep asking Master Decker further questions. And we
Does
could
it-
ask Master Igor, perhaps, the next time.
definitely goes better.
Yes, he is a fond of knowledge. I constructed him that way.
That is what he looks like, Master Decker.
I mean, let's be honest, we don't really know where we're going anyway, so as long as we're going in one direction.
Ah, a wise man.
Yeah, like I said, there was two tunnels heading away from this area, but one of them has a goblin written sign saying under town or below town or old town this way, and the other tunnel's not marked.
Yeah, so as long as it doesn't say this way to Balan on the other one, then we're in a blind anyway, so 50-50 chance, pick one.
Okay.
So the goblinoid word for under is the same goblinoid word as for below and old.
No, I never said old. Curtis just put that in.
Oh, he's just assuming this place looks like a shithole and that it's a ruined town.
I think it looks like a shithole because it's in the Underdark, and the Underdark is just a shithole.
Macro's not been in the Underdark before. He doesn't know.
I don't know. You're a dirty goblinoid. You might have been.
You're a dirty, filthy goblin. Fucking racism.
Alright, so which way are we going, guys?
We're going to Old Town.
Macro just starts walking towards the town.
Alright, so you begin walking down this tunnel, and it's hard going. Like, most of the travel is over, like, rubble and climbing between stalactites, and it's also wading, fording what look like narrow streams and leaping over small gaps that seem to be never ending. And at one point, a geyser goes off next to Chester and just barely misses scalding him completely. You didn't even see it there, and you keep moving, and you do begin to see the scuttling of lizards and life. And this is about a 4-hour trek before you come across a huge cavern. It just opens up, and in front of you, it's a slight ascent, and then a big plain of just smooth rock. And there's a slight rumbling below you, like very slight, like, but you can definitely hear it. All of you can.
Okay.
There's no signs here. There's no signs of life either. Just a vast, empty cavern.
Okay.
Hello! Hello!
Do you suspect the rumbling might be geothermal activity? Master Decker did nearly get burned.
No. It's probably the perpetually trapped sound waves of a duck's quack.
Unlikely, Master Ego, but we will keep it in mind.
Worth every penny.
How much did you spend on Ego, Master Decker?
Can't remember. One wild evening, and at least a couple of rubies.
Some people just purchase dogs, Master Decker.
Oh, we should have got a dog. Dog would have been cool. Could have given him a name and fed.
I mean, I feel like the dog probably would have died pretty quickly, and then you would have just mutilated its corpse. I don't really fancy seeing that.
Yeah, it doesn't normally stop us though. Like, we had a crew and everything for that as well.
Get a crew for mutilating.
Yes, exactly. He'd be asleep, and Macra would come downstairs drunk. Oh, look, a dead animal. Let's take its knackers and cook them.
Hey, dog's bollocks. Always the best bit.
Right, so all of you are standing at
I've
the
seen you.
the entrance to this cavern. Are you going to continue on?
Anything that gets
Oh,
me away
yes.
from the talk of mutilating dogs, yes.
Alright, cool. You begin moving forward, and you realise that the ground itself, at one point, shifts and turns. It's like you're walking on a dune, like sand. Like, at one point you slip, and you realise the rock lifts up as if, like, underneath you is, like, kind of like liquid. And you kind of stop within 10 feet all in and realise, this isn't right. This doesn't feel like solid ground. You are kind of, like, sitting on a large rock, and as you stand there, all of you can see it kind of, like, ever so slightly seesaw and pivot onto where he's putting his weight. And then you see what looks like this yellow steam emit from the other side as the rock begins to move upwards.
Elsa just starts floating slightly.
Okay, that's cool.
Is there enough space for me to take a few steps back to avoid being on the rock that's pitching up?
Yeah, like you hadn't entered it properly yet.
Yeah. Then I'll just take a few steps back.
On the spell Mold Earth, it says if target's difficult terrain, you can make it become normal terrain. Could I use it on this to stabilize it?
Yeah, sure. Like, is it a cantrip?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you immediately cast the spell, the mana jumps out, and you realise that, yeah, but it's going to get very tiresome to get across this using this spell every time. And you realise that it took a while, like the moment you cast it took a few seconds for it to lever down. You think that if there was any more drastic parts of this floor, that you might not be able to do it in time, or it might be too big.
Okay.
Should we tie ropes to one another to avoid one person sinking?
I feel like I'd rather not be tied to a rope, because if one person does start sinking, then we all might start sinking.
Oh, I would immediately cut the rope.
Then, pray tell, what exactly is the point of the rope in that case?
Personal safety for me.
I feel like I'm okay without the rope, thanks.
And as you're using your spell to cast, you do hear something on the opposite side of the cave. Like the rumbling, and then a voice calls out. You lot in need of help?
Oh, why, yes, good sir.
And you can't see this figure, you just hear this echoing voice. Right, don't move, especially you, the human. Do not move.
Alright, I'm not moving.
I think we should stay here.
God, they're racist.
Are you threatening us or giving us friendly advice?
No, I'm trying to help. Right, and after about 5 minutes, you see hopping along different rocks, and he's never on the same rock for more than 2-3 seconds. You see a very large bugbear leaping between rocks. And then he comes into view. Let me describe what he looks like.
God, last time we ran into bugbears, it didn't end up being...
He's got thick brown fur, including 2 braids coming down from his chin, large pointed ears, and a circlet of what looks like electrum or something like that. He has a large shield on his back, and he's wearing a breastplate. He has a large mace strapped to the side of his hip, but it doesn't seem to be impeding him whatsoever as he moves along. I will give you this guy. And as he gets up maybe about 30 foot from you, Alwyn, he's like, head back to the safer platform. I'm coming.
Seems to be alright here, but yeah, I'm waiting.
Alright, so as he's leaping across, Makra, to your right, further into the cave, you can see another humanoid figure just lurking there.
Who's your mate?
The bugbear is concentrating on jumping, just ignores you, doesn't think that you're talking to him.
Keep your eye on the mysterious figure. Imagine if he doesn't do anything actively against us, he'll be weak for now.
Alright, you keep an eye on it, and as this large bugbear lands, you spare him a glance and look back, and the figure in the shadows in the far part of the cave's gone. And then when you look back to this figure, you begin to recognise him for some reason. You don't know where from, and then immediately you have a pain, a physical kind of pressure in your chest builds up, and you can all of you can hear Makra taking deep breaths behind you through his nostrils. And then you have a flashback to the dream you had of that bugbear kneeling, and then having that hooded creature come from behind him with its undulating tentacles pouring out of the hood. And then you look, this is the person you've been seeing in your dreams. And he stops, balances himself, and goes, "You look lost."
What was your name again?
Me, I'm Chask.
Chask. Right. Makra just won't bring it up for the time being because he feels like it's a bit mental. Like, I've been dreaming of you dying. So he'll keep it to himself for the time being.
Right. You lot look like you don't belong, if I'm honest. It's rare that we actually get many people, especially not of goblinoid origin, coming from this direction. You come from Capula?
Yeah, the sent us in to deal with their worm problem. Well, cave problem in general.
he hooks up a loogie and spits it onto the ground. I'm friends with Joe. And then he seems to be eyeing you all up, trying to gauge your worth. What did she send you this way for? You friends with maybe
Yeah, we are.
a kind of friends with who?
You know.
No, I don't. That's what I'm trying to gauge.
The Ivory Rebellion.
Now that's the word I was trying to hear.
Yeah,
you are.
Yeah. We've spoken to them.
Yeah,
You can understand why we'd be nervous to also say the word.
Yeah, I understand.
He's not.
No, he's part of me. Like my race. And he sees you staring. He goes, "What's up, son? It looks like you've seen a ghost."
Yeah, you could say that.
I think he just got a bit hot and flushed from all the dog mutilation talk.
That as well. But yeah, you just look a bit familiar. I'm sure he'll pass.
Yeah, on that count, you look a bit familiar too. He looks you up and down. Says, "You from the Ra clan?"
Macro, yeah.
He laughs. "Really? You got the same name as my son."
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, Macro, yeah.
Distant cousins or some such. You two got the Ra look.
Must be.
Right, seeing as you're part of the Ivory Rebellion, you are the people I was meant to meet.
Sweet.
Oh,
I
that's handy.
consider myself less part and more independent contractor.
Yeah, whatever. Well, I'm Chieftain Chask. I'll kind of help run Undertown. Undertown's just across here. It's just kind of like a defensive measure.
So is the Undertown still thriving then?
Yeah, why wouldn't it be?
I was expecting just to come across a desolate hole in the ground, but...
Oh. I guess you've never been, so let me give you a few pointers.
They'd
Right.
be much appreciated.
Yeah, the Undertown divided into 4. Alright, we got the Underworld, where most of those aquatic, stinky people live. Not even we go down there. Okay, so we got the Overlayer, where Widow's Hold is, where I and the rest of my family are, where, most of the merchant and all the kind of wealth goes. Then you got the Bright, where most of the dwarves and gnomes are. And then you got the Citadel, where the rest of the free men and free elves live.
How come they aren't all mixing together then? How come they're also segregated? A lot of infighting,
Well, it's just the way that the above types like it. I mean, the Drow, they like to keep it segregated.
Right, okay. So it's done on purpose by them fuckers then. Fair dues.
But currently, and then he has a smile on his face. I'm glad that you're here. Currently, we have a High Magister in attendance. See, I was thinking of organising to assassinate her myself. Seeing as you're here, if you ain't in any rush, we should take her out. Her name's Pelene, one of Balan's closest.
Can help a hand and get some reward for it? We're all up for it.
The reward is killing Drow.
It's not
Looks
exactly
like
how we're...
Because look, I'm involved in the political game
character.
here, yeah? I'm involved in the political game. I can't be seen outright facing them. But in the shadows, I like to break a few Drow skull, Get me own back.
Well, I feel like you might be breaking them by yourself, mate, unless you can make it slightly worth our while, because it's not the reason we're here.
Well, fair enough. I mean, I'd said to Joan that I'd help you get to the surface beyond the mountains. So I'll do just that. I was just asking a favour. Anyway then, come on, follow me.
Was this whole conversation happening in Goblin?
No, not at all. No, in common.
Okay.
As we're walking back, I guess, Macross strike up and get more information about this assassination mission to see if there's any supplies that we can gain from it, or whether it literally we'd be just doing it out of the good of our hearts.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you do kill Magister Palane, well, you can take her stuff. She's not. All Magisters are normally decked out.
Fine. What exactly is the Magister doing here currently?
Well, like every season, or what you can count as seasons down here, they send a Magister to collect tax money.
Right.
That Magister.
Tax fair.
Yes, food, wine, ale, that kind of stuff. We
And
build
what
the
you get in
supplies.
return for it?
Well, I guess not being killed. Freedom, I guess.
That is how Texas generally function.
And this place where you currently live, was this previously under Drow control? Or how should I see what's been happening here?
Yeah, well, Widow's Hold is an old drow fortress. And when they went above ground and we went down ground, we just took it. They let us keep it as long as we labour. We're not like the labour folks above ground, you see. We're allowed some sort of semblance of freedom. It's not worth Balan sending down his armies, you see, to crush, like, the 50,000 that are here. And this is as you guys are leaping across the rocks following him. So, we basically do some labour, and he doesn't harass us. Pretty good deal, seeing as we've got the best wineries, you know, we create the best kind of, well, stuff to drow taste as well. They've always liked a specific type of brew, and, you know, brewed in the Underdark is kind of like what they, you know, originally got.
Right, so it sounds like they appreciate your craftsmanship. They take some of it. It doesn't seem like you're being starved or treated badly. And in return, you want to kill one of their magisters. I'm just going to need you to talk me through that again.
Look, we have got it all right down here. As in, yeah, every time we hand over something, we're 6 months away from, you know, destruction. We build up more, we give it to them. What if one time we don't make enough? What if there's a poor harvest? What if there's disaster? Like when that goddamn purple worm attacked.
It's not. I'm not saying you don't have a valid point, but you are living in their real estate, no?
Yeah,
and then they're kind of forced down here, to be fair. I don't think they were really given an option.
Yeah, and they're living in ours. When he reshaped the world, he killed most of us, forced us underground.
It's basically slavery, but with less steps. Kind of keep them down here and take produce from them. I imagine they're not really giving you anything in return.
Well, no.
Yeah, so it's pretty unfair tax. Tax only goes towards building roads and shit, but I imagine they're not exactly forthcoming with help in other ways.
I'd consider it more rent, perhaps, than tax in this case, but...
Yeah. Rent that you have to pay because you've got no other choice but to live down here.
Look, we're the lucky ones. The people above ground are just slaves. The ones in the provinces, they're worked to their death. Right? The reason I joined the Ivory Rebellion is I want more for my children. I want more for my clan.
Yeah, I'm not saying I disagree. I just wanted to get a clear picture of what's going on.
Yeah, well, fuck the drow. That's what's going on.
So what are we expecting to achieve then by killing this Magister? What does that directly gain us? Is it just weakening this
one less mage that will torture the provinces? Anyway, I heard this bitch is particularly nasty.
And this won't come back to bite you in the ass. They won't retaliate against you.
Well, the thing is, she leaves tomorrow. So if we kill her tonight, or any point during the morning, there's a lot of dangers in the Underdark, you know? Just kind of...
I feel like that's silly. I feel like they're definitely going to... Making this going to look like an accident is going to be very difficult. And even if it, let's just say she was even killed in an accident, I still feel like they're going to be taking retribution against the town. So I feel like if we are going to do this, you are going to need to be ready for pretty much open warfare, or a lengthy siege at least, anyway.
Well, you don't want to help. You don't want to help. I'm not forcing you
Not saying
to.
we don't, no, not saying we don't want to help. I'm just saying you need to think this plan through. There's no good murdering this bird and then the Drow army comes and wipes you all out next week. Like, we don't want to.
He looks completely surprised. I mean, he's not expecting such a point of view from a bugbear, like from you. He's kind of like... I mean, he seems to have the original Macra personality of let's smash their knees and break their skull. Worry about it later. Like, and you're just giving him the voice of reason. But he does say, well, she's well known for her cannibalism. We just wanted to get rid of her. You know, being part of the Ivory Rebellion, I thought you'd all be up for that.
When you say cannibalism, do you mean
she eats other
drow?
She eats anything.
That wouldn't be strictly cannibalism. That would be
Cannibalism? I don't know. All I'm saying is, she asked for a human male. That human male hasn't come out of that bathhouse. You catch my drift.
Could we not deliver Master Decker then?
On a silver platter?
Yes, obviously we would then assault her and not let her eat Master Decker.
That's a good idea. I don't know, Todd's here.
He's literally tapped back in the chat. Todd!
Right here, it's just, it keeps bouncing in and out, and I keep missing Chester's name being said or little bits that are relevant to
We
it.
are
I'm really
feeding
sorry.
you to the Drow priestess.
Yeah.
Seems like usual protocol.
Yep.
It's why I made a simulacrum, you know, so these things didn't need to necessarily happen, or even perhaps even be jested from this point onwards. True, I quite like to slide down the gizzards of others.
This is a very strange simulacrum you have made, Master Decker, but I think it does not look as appetizing as perhaps you do.
And now
Master
we
Eagle,
get
but you
to
are
the
hideous.
peak of my genius. You understand how it works. Anyway, look, not that this isn't potentially, some form of roadblock to my overall quest and the reason why we're here in the first place, but could we, Chip Chop, ditch here Bear Grylls or whoever he is, and let's fuck off and get the scroll?
I'm completely indifferent to this goblinoid and his plight, so yes.
Look, no offense, Raymiers, but I'm sure you've got your own little backstory and whatnot. I've kind of tuned out for the last 10 minutes because I don't give a fuck. Perhaps you've heard of me.
What's your name?
Chester Decker.
Wait, you're Chester Decker? You're the
That's
Chester
correct.
Decker? I didn't know you were on the Ivory
In the
Rebellion side.
Oh yes, where else would I be?
You're a fantastic spy then.
I mean, I have been known.
I was just under the assumption that you were, Chadnir's lackey.
Well, yes, he was my master, but haven't you read 008, A Good Time to Chester?
What? How did you get away from him to be here?
I don't know, some form of skateboard?
He looks at the rest of you.
Yes,
You all trust him?
Yeah.
Somewhat.
I think Master Decker is far too stupid to betray us in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, there is also that.
It's a
We've not
course,
been fully forthcoming with you, to be fair. We're not actually from this dimension or this timeline or something. We're kind of like duplicates.
Yes, would you like me to explain?
He just complete dumbfounded kind of idiocy pasted across his face. Yeah, what?
That's why I look at Lanier, I was like, yeah, that's why I didn't want to explain it to you to begin with. Basically, that's another Chester Decker. That's not your Chester Decker. He's our Chester Decker.
Oh, like a
Do
twin.
you know the concept of the multiverse?
The what?
Planes of existence?
The what now?
Master Lanier, these are goblinoids. You're wasting your time.
No, I'm not quite. You know the Abyss, yeah? You've heard of the Abyss?
His eyes narrow. What? What's the abyss?
Alright, never mind.
At this point, you guys reach the other side, and he begins heading you down some twisting tunnels up and down, climbing down some natural staircases that have been built into the rocks. And he's like, "All right, well, so you've got a twin. That's what I'm getting, which is fine. I've heard there's an evil twin and a good twin.
Look, suffice it to say, you don't need to know about who's who in that. But basically, what you're doing is taking this because our mission is far more important than yours. Alright?
Alright. Yeah, I got that.
I understand what you're trying to do here and upset the drow and stuff, but we've got things to do that will really make a difference, so if you can get us through, then that'd be grand.
Alright, got it. You know, you don't have to say twice.
Assuming
Well,
that's
how
what
long is it going to take us for you to get us? Because you're just taking through us to the other side of the city, then, yeah.
Well, no. It's a couple of days' journey.
Also, I just want to quickly discuss the point of not helping. I mean, I'm just curious about the situation. I'm not against helping at all, especially if we can get some people some peace by this. It seems that what I was trying to ascertain is whether or not the bugbear here and his compatriots would be the initiator of violence or not. But if they're being held as, well, at sword point, metaphorically, provide these goods, and I think we have justification to do something about it.
Mm-hmm.
And if there is some, well, as he says, decked out, I'm sure we could use any equipment that we find along the way. I'm not arguing for it, I'm merely saying I'm not against it either.
I also imagine you're not going to want to leave the city to take us to where you need to take us until this bitch is dead as well.
What? No, I was just going to send my daughter with you.
So you're going to stay and kill her then whilst we disappear?
Oh yeah, it's going ahead without you.
Oh, okay. Sure we can't spend some time? I do kind of want to kill this bitch.
That's the
There
spirit.
you go, convinced, you know? I'm just following gesture.
Jester, you want
That
to
will
know?
get you killed, but for now, I think it's okay.
What if you just give us the night if you're not particularly interested at least? Then you can rest up for the night and we'll go kill a bitch.
Yeah, like
Yes,
I said,
I guess.
she does leave. Like soon.
Sound. Yeah, go on then. We'll help you kill her and then you
Alright
and your daughter can take us to where we're going.
Yeah, alright, so he leads you through these twisting tunnels and eventually you come out open into a large cavern space that's kind of like honeycombed. And down there you can see people. There's humans going about business, there's goblins mingling with them, there's all kinds of humanoids. And there's maybe a couple of dozen people here sitting around at what look like stone benches and stone tables eating. You've just entered into a tavern of some sorts. There's floating clothes. Yeah, and there's drinks being given out and people having their dinner. He leads you past one of the bridges that leads out into a huge cave, an absolutely ginormous cave, and from here you see what looks like a large platform across the top, a almost netting of stone and he points it out and says, that is the citadel. And you can see the buildings made out of odd coloured timbers and scaffolding, all kind of clinging to the stones there. You see the flickering of magical lights up in that citadel. And he points to the right and you see lava flow just like whooshing out the sides of this cave in all different rivulets, leading down to what looks like platforms of iron and dark iron and steel, and they go on for miles, and you can hear the clang of metal on metal, of things being forged. You can see the steam of chimneys, and he points that out. That's where the dwarves live. And then he points towards a large kind of purple stone fortress carved into the very wall in the west. And you see all kinds of narrow-spanned elvish architecture crisscrossing over a massive mileage of gardens. And you can see bright blue spiders crawling across the ceiling here, carrying carriages hanged from their abdomens. And he says, oh yeah, that's where I live. That's Widow's Hold. And then you look down and you can hear screeching and all kinds of weird noises coming from below. And he goes, and that stench, that's the underworld. Don't go down. And where you're standing is a platform, a balcony of semicircle stone. And then a large blue spider crawls above you with a carriage dangling from steel chains around its abdomen. And then the door opens and a bunch of people just walk out the door and begin heading around and milling around these pathways and bridges. And then he has step on. And you step on, and the kind of thing swings and to and fro for a bit, and then settles. And the spider crawls across the ceiling, across what looks like ethereal like webbing, taking you out into the open and across this vast expanse.
Well, it's interesting scenery, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's just a weird place to say the least. Right then.
Shithole, that's what it is.
Yeah, that as well. Right, how do you want this bitch killing then?
Well, you see, she spent most of her time at this bathhouse. She's been there for the last few hours, and I was thinking, we go in, towels wrapped around us, settle down, get ready, ambush her.
So go in unarmed.
Well, no, you can take your weapons, right? I mean,
I'm going to fucking put it under a towel. Have you seen the size of it? And that.
Chester's already wearing.
I'm the weapon.
Is going to be excellent. Just like Igor holding all his shit in his arms. I'll stay here. A good spot, eh?
well, we don't have to get in the towels. It was just an idea. And what we could do is just barge on in. It's just going to be a bit more obvious, that's all.
What's the guard situation like? Is she going to be able to escape before we get in?
Then he smiles and goes, nah, you see, I've already bribed the guy that owns the place.
Right, so the back's going to be locked so they can't sneak out the back, and then we can go through the forward, and there's not much in the way of guards.
It's surrounded by walls. Well, cliff face.
Now, this seems like a late question, but if the Magister and her entourage gets killed while trying to extort taxes from you lot, will they not know that you did it?
I feel like I'm having a great bit of deja vu.
It is strange, isn't it?
I'm still unsure on how you're going to get out of this and why you want to take this risk.
I've already paid. I mean, the stuff's already left.
Right, well, I don't know about the rest of you, but I definitely need a night's rest before doing any of this.
If we have a night's rest, she'll be gone.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm still not going to start any of this without a night's rest.
Yeah, I can't say I'm in the best shape either. How many are we going to need to go to do this then? We're going to need all of us, or because you were planning on doing this by yourself?
No, I was going to take my champion, but I could spare the champion if you were to come instead. And you do see near Widow's holding the garden is a massive arena.
Yeah. Macro's just trying to play up the risk reward here because he has only got 66 HP and going in and trying to murder this Drow just for the shit that she's got on her.
Well, we can take an hour or so if you want.
Yeah, go on then. I guess if you want to go scout the place for an hour, we'll rest up and then can have a go at dealing with her if you like.
All right. And he leads you...
Combat with any more crucial information for us.
As the spider stops off at the Widow's Hold, above you, the soaring amount of stone in front of you is bewildering. It just flows upwards some hundreds of feet, and you can see all parapets and spires and towers. Some of them are even upside down, hanging from the ceiling. And as you are led onto these gardens, he says, well, these are the Widow's Gardens. Take your time, and I'll be back in about an hour. And you see there's benches and like gazebos set up. And there seems to be some sort of aristocracy here. You see the rest of the people you've come across are all tatters and rags or in the odd bits of leathers and hides. These people here are in robes, and you see a lot of them are elvish, or at least half elvish, with kind of like faint grey skin.
Rough place. Macro gets a beer and has a sit down for an hour.
I've been thinking about this, Master Laneros.
Mm-hmm.
Why did the Drow go through all the effort of changing up the surface so much? instead of just removing their sensitivity to sunlight? Wouldn't the latter be a far more effective option?
Potentially,
They-
but
they
there might have
probably
been
see
other
that
reasons.
somewhat- Yeah, they probably see that sunlight sensitivity as a thing that distinguishes them as well.
Yes, but it is objectively a horrible thing to have.
Yeah,
not
people can
everything
make
is objective in this world.
Yeah, people can make objectively bad things as well, and make it seem like a good thing.
And I'd like to
Depends
point
how
out
you put a spin on it.
that you were outside for 20 hours and you didn't see a single sunrise.
Yes, that's why else why go through the effort of removing the sun instead of just removing the sunlight sensitivity.
Oh, maybe they just hate the sun.
Yeah, that's probably what it is as well. Probably ideological things. They're all like moon worshippers and shit like that, aren't they?
I won't have a beer, but I will have a short rest as well.
Alright, so you can all get a short rest. And during this short rest, I'm going to go with Chester,
Mm-hmm.
a half-elf, quite severe looking, with two guards, drow guards, wanders through the gardens, and then he stops, and just his head snaps to attention towards you, and he approaches you, Chester. I'll show you what he looked like. Like so.
Oh yeah,
It's
he's
like a
definitely
David
looks severe.
Bowie thing. going on.
David
Yeah,
Alfie.
he does.
Yes, David Bowie.
Drowy. Oh, why did I not come up that quicker? God damn it.
It's like,
Okay, so
Babe.
he sees you and begins wandering towards, and he beckons the two guards behind him, these drow female guards, and then sees you and goes, "You look familiar."
Good day to you, good sir. I am Chester Deck here. Slayer of women, master of the God King.
Is that so? Chester Decker. It's a peculiar name. How did you come across it? How did you... I mean, that's not your real name, right?
I mean, it was given to me at birth.
Ah, peculiar. I am the Inquisitor here.
Ah, good sir, man of the law. I always have a good upstanding for you, fine gentlemen. But did you know I once represented myself in the court of the Feyfather? Quite a good thing. My stogs went up, some say.
On second thought, do you have some wine for me, please?
Yeah, you begin... He goes to one knee and says,
Can't wait for the bar brawl that's going to break out in a minute.
"What brings you to Undertown then, Chester Decker?"
Has he sat down, yeah?
No, gone to one knee.
I'll sit there. Okay, I'll sit. If I find a near chair and sit by, well, you are very interesting company. Well, put it this way. I'm on a little tete-a-tete mission to retrieve something I wish for. Of course, I'm not going to go too much deep into that. My master, Chadnir, he always tells me I reveal too much.
Ah, Master Chadnir. I've heard of him.
Well,
A
I'm not
fantastic
fucking
man.
surprised.
A fantastic man in the upper echelons of Drow society, and my boss.
Ah,
So,
excellent.
you are the Chester Decker?
Chester Deck here at your service. Igor, could you fetch me and the man a drink? Would you like a couple of flirtinis like last time? No, a Guinness.
Yeah, and the drink is brought towards this half-elf. And he just kind of shakes it off, and the servant, like, your Igor just kind of looks at it. He says, "What brings you to Undertown then, Chester Decker? I didn't think Chadnir could spare his secretary."
Ah, secretary? What's this bullshit? No. I think you've misunderstood. You see, I've eclipsed my old master. He's a has-been, really, of a campaign bygone. I'm something else of entirety now. You know, Slayer of the God King. Ring any bells?
No, it doesn't. This God King. It's a peculiar title too. Who did it belong to?
The God King. Oh, right. We're in a different reality, and I'm not supposed to be revealing any of this.
Did you say that out loud?
Yeah, he does, yeah.
Okay.
Master Decker, I thought this was what you are good at.
At that point, he
I am
holds
very
up,
much in my caps, good Inquisitor.
he holds up a hand.
and
He
I
does
have-
does like a hand signal with his hand, like hold his little finger and his other finger up like that, and then points towards you, and then does a kind of fan out maneuver, and you notice the two guards begin moving some spaces around the garden.
Okay, I don't suppose I could potentially, throw a couple of coins at your feet and let's forget all this ever happened, because you don't particularly want to start this. Sadly,
what?
me and my pal will finish it.
I'm not starting anything,
Oh,
dear Chester Decker. It's a surprise.
Oh, I just thought you. And that bloke over there with the monobrow that seems to be moving into a more strategic position. Oh, and the other one over there who's just hunked a big fat droplet of lung butter all over the tavern floor. Him too. Oh, and the other one. And look, you see that man over there, big fat bugbear. He's with me, and he's got a fucking massive khopesh. You see that guy over there, Irish accent, looks like a Backstreet Boy. He'll fuck you up with some magics. That one over there, you try and tell her a joke, and she'll come at you so fast with some literal nonsense, you'll wish you never fucking said anything. So how about you go the fuck home?
he does burst out laughing, and he says, "The gall on this one! Wow, it's been some time since someone's dared speak to me like that. It's seriously been some time. I applaud the bravado on you. You literally have physical brass bulls. But, I mean, I thought you would recognize me at first. I thought, what's my secretary doing here? And what kind of strange attire he's in? So I thought I'd come along. Then I remember the master speaking about some interlopers, and you just went and revealed them. Not only that, you idiot, but you also told me all of your allies' weaknesses and what they do. You really are stupid. My secretary from this dimension wouldn't be that stupid. I mean, he's an evil little shit, yes, but he's not stupid. And then I need you to roll initiative, Chester, just to see if he gets the action first.
At that moment, then Igor just appears. 2 flirtinis.
Right, I just want an initiative roll, just to see what you get. See if he goes first.
Oh, shit.
And then you feel a sharp pain, and you look down, and Chadnir, High Inquisitor Chadnir, is holding a blade, and it's buried deep in your guts. And then he just slides it gently out. Can you roll a Constitution saving throw?
I can indeed. Lucky I didn't close my character sheet here. Constitution
Not
saving
close.
throw.
What do you mean
Oh.
lucky? That's just not what you do during a session, Todd. It's
Alright.
not luck.
And if he hadn't revealed this, I would have just left him.
Right, so luckily the drow poison doesn't go off, and we all know that is what kills folks. However, the sneak attack does go off. You take 37 piercing damage,
Oh, thank fuck for that long rest.
and no, it's not long. It was a short rest.
Oh yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, I did roll hit dice, to be fair. That's
Yeah.
what I meant.
Right, and then we're gonna have a
37.
37. We're gonna have a short 5-minute break and come back for the battle.
I'm
Are
gonna
we?
fuck you up.
Time's
Alright.
up.
So after the surprise round's done, Laneros, immediately you hear Chester make kind of like a sound, a squawk maybe, of pain, and you look up and you see this character, this half-elvish character with braided blonde hair, draw a short sword from Chester's stomach. It's covered in red and blood, and then he drops it to the ground, and you see he goes for 2 crossbows at his side, and he's got 1 large crossbow held on his back. He dodge rolls away from Chester and then runs towards this way. And then you see what looks like arrows load from his sleeves into the crossbows. But it is your turn.
I'll move over here. Look at Owen and Elsa and ask, are we going to help him with this?
I suppose we probably should. Even though he's a fucking idiot. We are working for him, technically. Plus, they know who we are, and I don't think we're getting out of here either way.
Well, you say that. At this point, I'll take a step back and dodge.
Okay. I guess it's over to Macro then. Ah.
Sorry.
I was like...
I was muted. No,
You better be sorry.
1, 2.
Alright, so Macro, you begin moving out of the temple that was in this garden, heading towards the trouble.
I imagine I've rolled initiative because I've heard Chester go, as he's been shanked in the guts.
And you know, all the other sounds Chester makes.
Well,
Like, oh!
on top of that.
Yeah. Oh.
Chester, what's wrong? Chester, what's wrong?
This guy just fucking stuck me.
He just stuck me like a pig! So, 1,
Kill him!
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Connor only, I can move now. 8, yeah, 8, I've got 40 movement. I guess I'll dash and get up next to him. What are you going? And I'll end my turn. Oh no, yeah, then I'll rage. And instead of getting really big, a load of spectres start appearing around the battlefield. That's me done.
Alright, then it is Ulwin. It is your turn.
I will cast a heightened hold monster at level 7 for all 3 of them.
Okay, give me a second. Is it wisdom yet? And it... Alright, cool.
What's the 3 sorcerers?
What's the DC?
DC is 18.
Alright, so it affects only one of them.
Really? Even with disadvantage?
Oh, with disadvantage? Yeah, then
Yes,
it...
so that
Then
heightened.
it's the same thing. No, wait, no, sorry, I'm getting confused. Yeah, one rolled a 19-18, so that's an 18. Sorry, so the 2 guards are immediately paralysed.
Okay.
Yeah. Which was good, because one of them rolled a natural 20.
Mm-hmm.
No, wait. Anyway.
Sorry, the 2 guards are paralysed. Fine.
Yep, that one fails its saving throw again. Alright, so High Inquisitor Chadnir. What does he do? Alright, he uses his summon reinforcements ability. He brings up an amulet, slams it on the ground, stamps on it, and appearing around you are what look like small ripples in like some sort of arcane space-time. And a few more drow guards rush through.
Oh, that's a nuisance.
I rolled 4 for the amount that come through. That is a nuisance for you guys. And then he dodge rolls. 1, 2, 3. And then runs. This way. 1, 2, 3. Elzef, your turn.
As you can see, this is why drow are of lesser elvish breed. Only a drow would craft an amulet that you have to break to get its magical effect. Wasteful and stupid. And Elsif just throw the fireball. At these guys that stacked up like fucking idiots.
I was about to say, they've unfortunately all piled themselves in together there.
That's 33 if they fail.
Can you believe most of the drow guards pass, but then the one with the epic dex fails. So yeah, 30 damage. Cool.
33 damage.
33, thank you.
And Elsif ends her turn.
Yeah. Let me fill out these damages for you first. Alright, yeah. Fireball goes off and the nearby trees are instantly set on fire. Just so you know, the map's not that accurate, obviously. The trees are like purple, what look like some sort of mushrooms sprouting forth from the garden.
Immersion broke.
I know.
Could have just run it through Photoshop and like colored everything purple.
Do the leaves set on fire? Because aren't they technically being held by the trees?
No, the trees instantly these mushrooms, these stalks, and all of these branches instantly set on fire. So Chester, it's your turn.
I was trying to make a funny.
Igor, just as we planned. Mm-hmm. Igor's like, I'll do it just as you teached me. And he'll hit every single guard there, including Chad, with reverse cowgirl edge.
Oh, get in! First time he's used this, it's actually going to be...
Wait.
I think it gets counter spell.
Give me a second.
So counterspell, quick!
Never mind.
I'm just waiting for him to say.
Never mind.
Chester's just too powerful.
Perfect. I've got one more blast with reverse cowgirl edge. Skadoosh. So I'll do that in line, Liam. Like, first one for this one here, last one for Chadnir.
Yep, I'm typing in the damages. That one misses. That one hits. And then for Chadnir, you just hit. He will cast shield.
Yep.
Once per day, yeah, he can cast shield. So yeah, when it misses, just clams against the magical shield. And he just looks up at you and actually says, well, it looks like you are more powerful than my secretary. As he parries away the last ability. Anything? Well, Chester's turn now.
Chester runs in here. Let's get... And he will follow up with a confetti explosion right in the middle of all three of them. It's so nice when they line up like this for you. And he'll give it a proper whacking as well. Skadoosh, level 7.
Fuck, they all go flying away.
They really didn't bang on our party being like all casters except for...
I mean...
And then Igor will shout to... let's go over to Lineros. There's actually no scientific advice that wearing a mask helps, you know.
Jesus Christ.
And then Chester will drop Olwyn one as well. Like, yes, very true. Although if you get them patterned, some say the filter's more effective.
How do you clip on Twitch? I need that.
I don't know. Right. So, end of your turn, Chester?
Yes.
Right, at that moment, High Inquisitor Chadnir will take one of the legendary actions I've been forgetting to take for this entire time. I've just ignored it.
Yeah, I've heard that one before.
What?
Oh, the party's suddenly kicking me ass. Let's give him some new abilities.
Cogwheel plus add legendary abilities.
Alright then, Macro, you can take that. You hit for 7 damage. If you're watching, you saw that I rolled minimum damage, so you can fucking suck it. Alright.
God damn it.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, you take 7 damage, Macro, as he fires one of the crossbows at you.
7 damage. Is that, can I halve that, yeah?
Yeah, you can.
Sweet. And that's...
Oh wait, can you make a con save?
And a con save. I thought just a bit of damage. It seemed unlikely.
You're probably going to pass.
He ends up over there. I imagine he's face stepped or something over there, didn't he? He didn't just run there, did he?
He's got an ability called Dodge Roll, so he can just move 15 feet and provoke no attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Yep, so
29.
you feel a pulse of something burning up the wound, the scratch mark, but passes. Alright, Laniros, it's your turn.
Shake it off.
Well, then if we're gonna do this, then let's do this. Now she runs over here and goes for a Steel Wind Strike as well.
Fucking hell, are you joking?
Hey, let's go.
Well, I am joking, apparently, because I don't think I'm gonna hit a single one.
No.
Well, no, the first one hits and claws. The second one misses. Holy shit! Only one hit.
That's some absolutely ridiculously bad damage
You do
rolls.
have your whatchamacallit for one of them if you wanted to. Your inspiration.
Yeah, let's do that on the third one then. It's a D10, yes?
Why don't you do it on the second one for the crit?
What? It's just a D10. How would it make me?
Inspiration.
Yeah, no.
Well, I think that's going to hit with 23.
Yep, so that kills that one.
Alright.
And then I'm assuming you'd end up somewhere over here.
No, I'm going to end up over here, actually.
Okay.
Next to the one of the ones which is down.
Alright, and then Chadnir reaches up and tries to shoot you, Laniros, but it looks like one of his crossbows is jammed.
Okay.
And this Drow Inquisitor... I mean... Elzef.
I get hit or
Yes, this one here reaches into her pocket and brings out a vial of like green liquid, hurls it towards you, and it smashes at your feet and immediately splashes all up your body.
it's not an attack roll, yeah?
It is an attack roll, yeah.
Well, I cast Force Field.
Alright, and then it bounces off the force field, melts and sizzles down it.
Me getting hit, please. What? Look at this, 28 AC.
Wow. Okay. This drow here goes to fire at Chester, and even though you're 10 feet away, it goes wide. The first one goes wide, and then scrapes off your armor. And then what happens is the last one, it goes to fire it, and the crossbow just seems to shatter in his hand as the bowstring just breaks.
Ugh, that was messier than a dessert made it eaten.
And then Chadnir fires a bolt towards you, Laniros.
Okay.
And it strikes you for 10 damage.
Oh, well, if it was gonna...
Okay.
If it's gonna hit, then let me know, because I'll
Yeah,
do something.
it does look like it's going to hit.
I don't want it to, so I will shoot.
What does that make you?
I don't have any concentration spells up at the moment, so that makes it a 24.
I'm afraid it still hits.
Okay.
And it just like scrapes across the magical shield, letting out ethereal sparks before it embeds into your side for 10 damage. Makra.
Well, chase down this little shit. I just run away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, look at that. We'll tuck up in here. I'm gonna do this recklessly, I reckon.
Okay.
Oh, my damage on this one isn't right. We need to hurry up and transform characters. Right, let's just do that and then add 2 damage to this, I think. Yeah.
Alright, so you go forward recklessly, and you realise, as you're coming forward, his head snaps towards you. And it is a straight roll, so you do crit, I guess.
His head snaps towards me as I snap it
you
back
realise that throughout all
Liam.
this, he's been...
Liam.
What?
Do you know what time says?
Smite?
Smite!
Right, so...
Oh my god, that's some gash damage as well.
The second one's actually a miss. Strike.
It's alright, I'll take my, what's that? 29.
58.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'll take that.
Yeah, and you just... Despite this magical enchantment on him, giving him some sort of ability to see you coming before you strike, you just the first strike just whacks into his stomach. There's a burst of sunlight, and he flings against the wall, smashes into it, and slides down like anime style. And you just see a crack on the stone wall.
Stop watching me come!
What?
Said he could see me coming.
Oh my god! Owen, it's your turn.
Let's go twin a firebolt at the paralyzed guys.
Alright. They're good hits. Especially the second one.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Anything else?
No.
Okay, yeah, that one's still not passed. Alright, so Chadnir moves here, brings out the arbalist after letting go of the crossbows. They seem to fall to his side and automatically holster to the lever. And then he brings out the arbalist on his back, a huge crossbow. And as he goes to fire it right in front of you, Macro, you see it glow white. There was no arrow in it to begin with. As he presses the trigger, a burning light of force shoots through you, then shoots through Chester at the same time, hitting you both with 24 force damage.
That was rude.
Hell.
And then
Minus 24.
Then he uses a bonus action to fire the crossbow twice. They're going towards you, Orwin.
I've got disadvantage.
I know. Well, he's got straight roll, but never mind.
I will shield.
Okay, then make sure AC.
22.
Alright, cool. So the first one hits you for 11. And then the second one
5.
ricochets off of the... yeah, for 5 damage, obviously, because of the rage ability.
And
What,
just
just
the
like
Guardian
5 damage,
Joe.
yeah. The other one missed.
Yeah, so the first one hits for 5 damage. That's a con save. And then the second one misses. Alright, cool. Yeah, you pass. He will... No, he's used his bonus action. Elzef, your turn.
This moves here, and she's gonna cast Arc Bolt on this one.
Okie dokie. Alright, it hits it.
Okay, jumps to the next one. This one.
It passes.
Okay, that's a shame. That's the Arc Bolt over. And my turn.
Alright.
Those were some good Arc Bolt rolls.
Yeah, good damage.
Chester Decker. What happened? Actually, no, one moment. Orwin. An arrow, a crossbow bolt comes towards you, but just ricochets off the shield.
Okay.
Alright, so Chester, now it's your turn.
Igor turns his cross eyes over to this one over here. You will shoot the High Inquisitor repeatedly in the back until he falls over.
What ability is this?
Suggestion.
Yep, it fails.
He's going to drop a rudimentary advice at Chester. I suggest you potentially turn me into a T-Rex now. One of them there talky lizards.
I'd like to point out that
He will do justice.
you haven't put down the number of inspirations that you've done. So you've done one already. It should be at 3.
It's
Yeah,
scripts you've crashed, I think,
yeah.
and they're not doing it. So
I don't really do anything with scripts. I just
yeah, but what I'm saying is that none of it is working on our sheets.
I don't think it ever has.
It normally does. Like it does the spell resource and stuff. Normally does it.
I hit Igor up as a crusty juggler T-Rex.
All right.
Yeah, Chester has no exploded brags left whatsoever.
All right. I guess it's the end of your turn.
No, Chester's gonna move here. Now I'm gonna
Alright.
end my turn.
All right, Laniros.
Yeah, I'll cast slow on all these 4.
All right, you get 2 of them. And which 4 are you talking about, by the way?
Wow. Like that.
Okay. All right. So you get the paralyzed one,
Mm-hmm.
and this one here.
Yeah, DC is also 18 for this.
Yep. 12, 18, 8, 20.
And then I'll likewise move a bit away over here.
Mm-hmm.
And I think with everyone's wielding crossbows and stuff, alright?
Yeah, they seem to all got ranged weapons, yeah.
Yeah, I'll go pro.
Just dive to the ground.
Yeah, I mean,
Can't hit me. Can't wait for him to just roll over to you and stab you in your back.
I mean that's fair, but he's holding a giant arbalest, so I'll take my chances.
Okay, so this Inquisitor here holds up something, a scroll, unravels it, and it
Is he
begins to
casting a spell?
looks like it's casting a spell. Looks like it's a small scroll. You're familiar enough with it. It looks like
Not the size of your scroll, it's how you use it, Liam.
It looks pretty low level, but you can counterspell it if you want.
Yeah.
All right, so you counterspell it. So, and you can counterspell scrolls, can't you? Yeah.
Yeah, it just creates a spell, so it's the same with
Yeah.
counterspelling something from a
No.
wand or a staff.
Yep. No need for a roll. You just counterspell it, and he looks confused. She looks confused, and then begins to bonus action dodge roll. Runs this way. Oh, car, dude.
You enjoy it, you know you do.
Moves over there. What was the effects on this one? She's slowed and suggested. Fair enough. Turns around and shoots towards Chadnir. Oh my god, she hits him. And he just looks towards her. Imbecile! I have saved these 2. Looks like Chadnir is casting a spell. No?
Anyone?
I think
Okay.
Arle's talk, but he's muted. Don't know.
Yeah, sorry, I'll try and counterspell it.
Yep, you counterspell it.
Okay.
Looked like quite a weak spell. That's the last of his legendary actions. Macro.
Macro. Shall smash. Creepy drow. twice with his Kopash, recklessly, for another crit.
Yep.
And 19.
Yep, they both hit.
Get in. Good damage. Well done, Macro.
Yep. Smack him about now. He looks pretty hurt. Okay, Orwin.
I twin another firebolt at the paralyzed guys.
Do you get ranged attacks as advantage? You do, don't you?
Yeah.
Just no aura crits, sadly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, they're both solid hits. Alright. High Inquisitor Chadnir's turn. Cast a spell. He brings up his hands, begins weaving spells like runes in the air. I think that's...
Chester?
I think everyone just poignantly looks at Chester.
Oh, very well.
At this point, I don't look at Chester. I'll look to Igor as maybe having more sense.
But Igor's a T-Rex at the moment.
Still, doesn't matter.
You look like you've got gout. Shouts across the garden.
You need to make a charisma check now.
Ooh.
He's learned his lesson.
To bait out our counter.
Use the inspiration on this if you have it.
Yeah, you give yourself inspiration, bardic inspiration. Use it.
Yeah, you had a bardic inspiration. I was just using it on this.
He definitely wants to teleport out.
It doesn't look like a teleport spell.
He definitely wants to cast Wish and turn himself into a real boy.
So I'll use the extra 1d10. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'm asking
Yeah,
you.
do your charisma roll first.
Let me say it. Just you need to make a charisma check
Yeah.
because he's upcast it. And if that fails, you can use your inspiration. You just got to click charisma. Alright, so it fails.
Wow.
Definitely needs to.
Roll the d10.
Need a big D10 now.
That's the first time I've ever failed a charisma check, I think. Hey!
Yeah,
Oh, big D10 now.
Yep. And you managed to dispel whatever spell he was about to cast. He dodge rolls with his bonus action. 1, 2, 3. And runs. And gets behind this wall. Gets behind this wall here with full cover.
How's it gonna help you, little bitch?
In fact, I should have done that first. I'm an idiot. Elsef, your turn.
How high is the wall?
It's about 20 feet.
If Elsa were to fly straight up, would you see him?
No, you wouldn't. He's doing like a solid snake with his back up against the wall.
But he didn't roll for stealth, did he? So in theory, he's not doing that.
Yeah, but you can't see him.
Mm-hmm.
You know he's there, but you can't see him to target him.
Well, if you have fly, you literally have the range to get in range to see him.
I don't
He's
have
not-
fly.
No, he doesn't have the fly spell. He can fly. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm just gonna fly here, as far as I'm concerned. To be able to
Yes,
see him.
you can just see him, yeah.
I cast levitate on the cunt.
Okay, is that a deck save, yeah?
What's I don't know. It's
Con
just
save.
right? Con save.
Gonna just levitate him up so Macro can no longer hit him.
He
I'm just gonna
passes.
levitate him up so he can't run.
Yeah, he passes.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
I have my turn.
Alright, at the end of your turn, you can hear the incantations behind the wall. It's the last fucking slot.
I was gonna barguest him.
Yeah, and the spell goes off because nobody can see it. But you don't see any immediate effect. You just hear it. In fact, from where you are, Laniros and Elsa can hear him mumbling something. That's it. So, fucking hell. You've absolutely decimated these people. I literally cannot pass the Allwin's saving throw to get out of this fucking paralysation. Right. Chester Decker.
Everyone says you're an idiot for telling everyone things, and then everyone ends up like a pulp on the floor. So who's the idiot now?
You stealth. This wasn't the man we set out to kill.
No, it wasn't.
Still you.
It is now. What's the movement speed of a T-Rex? Does anyone know offhand?
It says on the character sheet.
It does, yeah. 50 feet. Okay. He's gonna get right in there. Go, Igor. And he shout. He's gonna pop his head round and give him a little bitey bite.
Misses.
Okay.
You have disadvantage to attack him.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, he seems to move supernaturally, as if he knows the attacks are coming.
Chester will quickly give Lineros a swift rub. For 11.
Alright,
I'll
cool.
end my turn.
Alrighty. Like, Lineros, you notice something. Just above your head, maybe about 30 feet, and there's a rippling above you. A portal was about to open.
A good portal or a bad portal?
So it's like a portal. Like a teleportation. Like when you're about to teleport, and the other end is just opening.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. I'm wondering what's going to come out. So I'll stand up and Misty step over here.
Alright, yep. Out into the
And I'll
open garden.
actually step 1 square. I think I've got 1 square left, right? Yeah, so I'll be 1 square further south, so I'm not in melee with him.
Okay.
And is he still in the process of casting something?
No,
Or
he
what's he
finished
doing?
casting it. Like, he'd actually managed to get it off.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well then, I will, what do I see? Do I see anything different about him?
Yeah. Like, resignation. A sort of, oh fuck, I'm doomed. He's leant up against the wall, just managed to dodge out of the bite, and he sees you coming, and there's a wide-eyed look to him. But he's also got a smirk.
Do we do this? Do we not? Do we do this? Yeah, I feel like something bad might be happening. Let's get this done.
You force caging him.
Yes. And I'll make it solid.
Yeah, do you have the ruby dust?
I did take it out of my
Oh, cool.
my money. And
Yep.
since it's not expendable, it's pretty okay.
That's true.
Oh yeah, I did spend out of my sorting cash.
Yeah, that's no
That's well.
problem.
Oh.
So you're just imprisoning Chadnir.
Yep. Just 5 by 5 foot box.
That, I mean, what can I do? Force cage just works. He's force caged. Like, that's just the way the spell works. I can't do shit. Alright, cool. That's your turn, I guess.
And then I will take cover behind the wall here.
Okay. And at that moment, Alwyn, an arrow bolt skitters past you and plops into the water, and then a second one comes straight towards you.
I think I counter spelled, so.
Oh, yep. So you take a total of 6 piercing and 4 poison. So 3 piercing and 4 poison, 7 damage. As it skitters across your chest, cutting through parts of your robes, leaving a scratch. This guy just shakes his head, looks confused, then turns towards Igor. I'll make a precision shot, Igor. Actually, fuck, misses.
Don't look at me. You get offended by vegan sausage rolls.
Oh no, both hit. So 2 bolts sink into Igor for a total of 16. Total of 27
6.
damage.
27 damage. Igor's got bare health points at the moment.
Yep. Alright, on initiative count 20, the teleportation above you goes off, and immediately you will recognise the 3 figures bursting forth from the teleport, and then they all float there. They're white angelic wings floating above you all.
Yeah, fuck's sake.
Well, that's a nuisance.
A nuisance! I have no more spell slots, how are you doing?
It's a sliding. Yeah.
Oh.
Jesus, you made him use a level fucking 4 slot to cast Sending. Fuck's sake.
Good.
Oh, is this good?
Well, he could have
It's good
used.
that you use level.
You could have sent Sending with the normal spell slot. They have a higher health spell slot.
Yeah, bitch.
I guess
So I suppose these guys off and get another fucking level up.
we ran from these guys like 2 sessions ago because we had no chance.
Alright, Macross, your turn.
Does this mean time to go? Time to go. Time to go. Macross makes his way down here and readies an action to attack any hostiles that come within his reach.
Alright.
I think he's more just seeing if we're ready to get the fuck out or not. Maybe someone should let the Ivy Rebellion know. Maybe. And then that's his turn.
Alright, Owen.
He looks towards Chester for what he's planning to do, whilst just twinning another firebolt at those 2 paralyzed guys.
First one misses, but the second one's a solid hit.
With the advantage as well.
Yeah, they got... Yeah, I'm afraid so.
What's a 15 hit earlier?
No, it didn't.
I'm sure it did.
No, they got AC 16, so that was... If they did hit, then that was my mistake, and you shouldn't mention it.
Isn't one of those still slowed as well?
No, he didn't attack. He attacked the 2 paralysed. The one that slowed
Okay.
is this one here.
What's the other mark on that guy then?
He's also suggested to attack Chadnir in the back, but he can't see him.
Okay. Yeah, that's it.
Alright, as usual, that fails. Chadnir can't do anything. I'm just going to exit him from combat because he's stuck in the force cage. Elzef, your turn.
This one's still alive, right?
Yes, it's also paralysed.
Oh, Elspeth is going to cast Shocking Grasp on that one.
Nice. Auto crit then.
If it hits.
It did hit. Exactly.
Okay, I'm going to roll it again.
Yep. You kill it.
I got to roll 2 more Arcane Fire!
Yeah, you just fry it. It's like, you know, when the enemies on Divinity die from electric, they just kind of like fry and it falls into dust.
I am terribly sorry. The Shocking Glove was set to high.
I thought it was set to stun.
And Elspeth moves like a bit further into the bushes because she's looking at this and she doesn't like it.
Yep. Alright, so above Olwyn, Gondel, the Valkyr, lands right next to you, woof, flings her short sword outwards, and you see it light on fire, and then goes to strike you with it. I think that's her anyway. It is. It looks like the first one's going to hit.
Oh god, I feel like it's probably going to hit anyway, but fuck it, we'll give a shield a go.
And that makes your AC 20. I'm afraid that they both still hit.
Of course they do.
Total of... I'll half the damage for you because you're near macro. So 34 damage in total.
Nasty.
That's 2 con saves. You only need 10 on each. It's not because that was total.
So pass them.
Yeah. Okay then, because they were 2 different attacks. It wasn't 1B.
Yeah, I've got +9, so it's auto pass.
Mm-hmm. All right, Chester.
Okay. Are we bailing then? Is that the general vibe here, yeah?
Well, it's
We might be able to kill them yet. Depends how much power you lot have got left in you.
Not much is the answer to that. But I shall certainly give it a go. Igor, your talents are needed elsewhere. And Igor will run over here.
Yep.
The poor stunted snow fiend. And he'll bite the one on the right.
The one on the
tail
right's
the one in the middle.
The one on the right's 30 foot in the air. I'm sorry. Only the one on the left is actually on the ground.
Yeah,
Okay,
how tall is T-Rex, so like... Ow.
We know that they're 15
Can
by
you
cube.
It's a 15 by 15 cube. It has been established.
Not this again.
Get out the token basement.
Alright, so Chester, would you like to redirect the bite attack to the one on the left?
Yeah, if it's gonna hit, yeah.
It does strike it, dealing 30 damage.
Cool. Chester's gonna jump over yonder, and he's gonna pop his wand of disintegrate at the one in the air on the right.
Oh!
I was saving it for a juicy little time like this.
Oh, and she
And
fails
here's
to
a
save.
juicy little time.
Fuck!
Fuck yeah, then! Fuck yeah!
Yeah, alright, yeah.
Who's the bitch now?
And the disintegrate strikes the one on the right, and she lets out a squawk in midair, and looks like she's faltered slightly, and her wings flap furiously to try to keep her up.
Chester's like proper pumped. He's like, who the fuck has heard of me now then? Even though he's like proper. He's got like ripped clothes, he's got blood like running down his fucking face, he's all over the place, he's just gone fucking mental.
Yeah, no, okay. So the one in front of you, the one with the big hammer that's flying in the air, lowers herself and goes to strike the T-Rex with her Goliath maul. Hits you for 49 damage.
Yes, sir.
And I'm assuming
Yes,
Igor has
sir.
to make a con save equal to 25 or 24.
How so, sorry?
Did Igor cast it on himself?
No.
Okay,
Chester
then.
cast it.
Alright, never mind. So that's just 49 damage.
So the left and the right one are now on ground level?
No, these two. The one on the left and one in the middle.
Okay, because this one doesn't look like he's carrying around a warhammer, or she is.
She is. She's carrying around a Goliath maul.
She looks more like the type, that has a pen and a quill and does your taxes. So she didn't look like the maul type. That's why I was asking. But now I know.
Yep. Alright, so let's end the Chester's go then.
Yes. From the long conversations I had with everyone at the camp, what was the reason that we figured we couldn't defeat them at the site we were previously at, and does that still hold true now?
Well, the reason that the Dolaf character told you to run was because that he had said that he'd fought them before and never been able to defeat them.
Oh, so he was just being a pussy.
Yeah, he was being a pussy. We all complained about it back then.
Okay, I must have missed that, because I thought there was some, invulnerability spell in the area that he was aware
No,
of.
he was just like, run, they're too powerful.
Oh, bastard. Okay.
Dolaf struck.
Yeah, we can definitely take him.
Liam just didn't want to give us the level up for killing them.
That's not that. It was Dolaf coming back from the grave just to wind you all up.
Although, do we have any Starlit Stones left?
No. No, wait, Macro has one.
Aye.
And we don't really have 10 minutes or a minute to use it.
No. The macro wants it for a weapon, so you've got no chance.
Alright, go ahead.
Yeah, I will upcast, because I don't have flow of 5 slots left, another Steel Wind Strike.
Oh.
And I'll go for these 5 in a row. So
Yeah.
from right to left. So this is for the first one. That's for the top one, so I guess it's a crit, right? Because that one's paralyzed still.
Are you going for the top one first? Yeah, that's a crit.
Steel Wind Strike.
You delete him from this parallel universe.
Okay, next one.
Nice.
Deleted.
Oh, that one's still paralyzed as well, right?
No, that's not paralyzed. He's slowed and suggested.
Oh, balls.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the Valkyrie is still up in the air. That's this one. What is with my Steel Wind Strike rolls? Holy balls.
Yeah.
The one with the mole? Wow.
Has
Wow.
the Neros ever held a sword before?
Alright,
Oh,
okay.
well, that makes up for it.
Redemption arc.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
The redemption. Fucking hell, that's some damage.
I think it's not, dude. It's not adding your proficiency.
Should it?
Yeah, you're doing spell attack rolls.
Yeah.
You're doing melee attack
Jesus,
rolls.
Harley, don't you know how to use maths on your sheet?
Oh, on the
Never
attack
played
rolls, you mean?
D&D.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant on the things. No, it's weird because it should be set up like that. Let me have a look.
Okay, even adding your it won't affect this round. But you just did a lot of damage to that one on the left.
No, I think it's adding proficiency. It's not adding your casting modifier.
Oh yeah, same thing.
Yeah, which is the same thing at the moment. Yeah.
So 16. I'm just calculating if you'd actually hit on the others, and you would. So
Your still badge is like not as bad.
It's really refreshing not to be the person.
Would
who's
the
done that this time.
16 on the second one not have hit either? Oh no, that
No.
was the third one, right? Okay, yeah. Fair
yeah,
enough.
yeah.
And I would like to very much land not over there, but over here. Thank you.
You have to land 5 foot from the
One of the targets you hit or missed.
one.
It doesn't have to be at the end.
All right.
Oh, so you don't get to pick one that you
Yeah,
write.
it's a bullshit spell.
That spell is so fucking broken.
Have you read the 7th level spell I had cast earlier? That's a broken spell.
I mean, I just removed someone from combat basically for an hour.
There's also that.
Yeah, Force Cage is OP. Like,
And you can't even dispel magic it. Like,
Nope.
It can't be dispelled by magical means.
it is so nonsensical, that spell.
It can
Right.
teleport out of it. It just needs to make a charisma save, doesn't it?
all right, can I?
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my turn.
Aw.
the Valkyrie that's engaged with the T-Rex will attack the T-Rex once, then action surge attack it twice.
How is that left Valkyrie doing, by the way?
Hurt.
Okay.
So like, I'd say she's bloodied.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the T-Rex takes a total of 77 damage,
Oh, that's a 0.
and you pop out. And the damage, does the damage go over?
No, I think it does.
I
Yeah,
don't
so
know, does it?
yeah, Igor takes 17 damage.
Yeah, definitely.
Fuck.
And then
Oh,
she,
it's cross-eyed
Phase
3 Valkyrie.
yeah, she moves and flies over and lands here.
Oh, you little slag. Oh, that's not in my range whilst it's not my go. That's annoying.
Mm-hmm. All right, Kara. She will, once per long rest, Kara can maximize the damage of one of her spells. Can Makra and Chester make dexterity saving throws, please?
I imagine I see this coming.
Yep.
I'm going to use my inspiration
20.
to get an advantage.
If you give me bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
All right, so you
Oh,
both
yeah.
pass.
I can't remember you giving it me.
All right, so the
I
Valkyrie.
need bardic inspiration.
Right, so the Valkyrie on the right brings her hands up, divine fire in one hand and radiant energy in the other, and a pillar of flame bursts down, striking you both. It's maximized, so it takes 24. So you take a total of 12 radiant and 12 fire damage. So a total
Did we
of 20.
both pass the dex? Yeah.
Yeah, you did, and you still took 24 damage. That's
24 damage.
That knocks Chester out, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Oh, bitch.
She'll
Stop dying, you cowards!
She'll then fly over and land next to Chester. This Drow
She's gonna
Inquisitor...
get him dead.
Well, she's going to try it. This Drow Inquisitor moves over to here, still alive. And will shoot at Laniros. Looks like they're both going to hit.
I'll take it.
Alright, so a total of... So I'll half the piercing damage for you. 27 damage.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's 2 strikes. That's even halving the piercing damage.
Why?
Because of Makrar's rage ability.
Ah, okay, fair.
And this one next to you that's slowed and suggested will take 1 action to just shoot once at you. At disadvantage. You're right next to him.
Why is it not trying to get into range with Chadnir?
Because can't see Chadnir.
I knows where it was.
Liam, my rage ability, it only works if I've hit them with an attack.
Oh, never mind then. So take
It's only so I can only do it on 1 target at a time. It'd be broken as fuck if I was just giving everyone disadvantage and resistance.
Alright, fair enough. So, Arne, take an extra 10 damage.
Okay.
And then you're struck point blank with this crossbow bolt
Alright, smooth criminal.
for 16. That was the one right next to you. He's purposely slowly lifting his crossbow and he just presses the trigger. Then it is Makrar's turn.
Right, now it's my turn. Does my
You're aware they need to hit 21, right? Because I had my dribble magic up again.
Yep, I got 21, 22, 21.
Yeah, that's fine. Just because my token says 19 because it's not linked still.
Okay. And Makrar.
Now it's my turn. Does my reaction go off because this chick's now in my range?
Is she within your range?
Yeah, she's 10 foot, but I only get the 5 foot plus reach when it's my go. So does my reaction go off and I get twat her and then get to take my normal attacks?
No.
That's not how that works, Curtis. Why are you, Anna?
Shh. Stop it. Right, okay, I'll just battle this guy twice recklessly for a 25 and a 24.
I'm going to give you their names so that you can tell me who you're hitting.
So we know whom we're murdering.
So we know their names before we kill.
So we can put them on their gravestones.
Alright, yeah, they're both good hits.
They are indeed. Both do 17 damage, and Makrar ends his go.
Alwyn, it's your turn.
I will twin a disintegrate on Gondor and Kara.
Oh, that's disgusting. Alright.
That is so sick.
Fuck!
Rocket was smart, he made a sorcerer at the point of the game where they're actually good.
Kara actually passes. Kara actually passes. Wait, did you... Yeah.
Can you twin disintegrate?
Yeah, why not?
It's a spell that only targets a single creature.
Alright, so Gondor is looking hurt. Like, she looks... As you blast a hole through her chest, you can see, like... She doesn't have internal organs, but she does have this, like, leaking, starlit blood that's, like, pouring out of the wounds that you've made in her.
Good.
And the other one just narrowly dodges. She's, like, bringing her... Kara's bringing up her what looks like halberd to strike at Chester, and then the disintegrate just goes between her armpits. She has to dodge out of the way. Alright, nice. Elzef, your turn.
Master Makrar, please remember this. I will bill Master Decker for all work-related expenses I am incurring here.
Oh yeah, every extra minute of this, I'm adding on to my expenses.
And Elsef pulls out the scroll of Chain Lightning and casts Chain Lightning.
Fuck, okay. What's the first target?
Well, I'm gonna hit all of them, so...
Oh my... What? You guys are getting...
how do I
Definitely should be getting over.
It's a dexterity saving throw, otherwise 10d8 lightning damage. And I'm hitting this one, this one, this one, and this one.
Oh, bye-bye.
Elsev's DC is... What the fuck is 18?
Alright, cool. So, 2 Valkyr, Kara and Gondal fail. No, wait, Sigrun and Gondal.
And that's an additional... Arcane. 3 from Arcane File. So 55 if they fail.
Yep.
I thought I might as well, get out the heavy guns.
Yeah, that seems to have hurt, and it blew the... Actually, no, the Drow Inquisitor that was slowed. Does he get disadvantage on dex saves or anything
No,
like that?
just -2.
-2 to dex? Well, that drops
Saves,
him...
yeah.
That drops him directly below, and he's got 55 hit points.
This is the second one Elsef has deep fried.
Yeah. Okay, anything else?
No, I think that was enough.
Fuck. Right, the one next to you, Orlin, brings her shield round, lifts it up high, and then goes to smash it round your face. Can you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
Potentially. No. I'm going to spend 2 inspiration to pass.
Yeah, fucker. Alright, so as it clonks around the back of your head, it just so happens to be at the right angle just to shove you over and not actually stun you. But she does go to finish off with the 2 attacks that she has. Both looking like they're about to hit.
Fuck it, I'll do it.
Shield does not affect. She breaks straight through it.
Course. Most useless spell.
Of course, fucking of course.
It's a total of 48 damage.
Ow.
It's 1 strike and then a second strike with a flaming short sword. Chester Decker, can you make a... Well, actually, Eagle could go first, so...
Well, I was just thinking about this. Doth
Let's
Igor
spend 2
go first?
inspiration.
And
Sorry, what was that?
What's that, sorry?
Todd? What was that, Todd? I didn't hear what you said. Sorry.
Oh,
if Igor goes first and picks Chester up, does Chester get a go?
Yeah.
You can also spend 2 inspiration.
And what do I-
Don't forget that.
Yeah. You can spend 3.
I've already got 1.
Oh. It's because you
I
keep
just
missing
used 1 second
sessions,
ago.
so you don't get them.
So he'll move over here then, and let's just pop some healing all round. I think I was gonna do another thing, and then he'll use Eagle's Murky Tincture on him. Let's go with one thing. Did it roll at some? Yes, it did. That's 15 for Chester. Chester will then drop a... I'll just roll it on Eagle's sheet because I've got it up and open at the moment. But Chester will then drop a Fountain of Turbulent.
Okay.
Which I believe is this.
So everyone gets healed for 23.
I don't need healing. I'm at full health. I haven't gotten hit.
I know, I can't get near you.
I literally can't get near you.
Yeah. Like, don't think I haven't thought about it.
Elsef, the true tank.
The true tank that's just sitting in a corner, waiting until stuff is bad enough to actually just surrender.
Alright, well done, Chester. Back up. I'm assuming you stood up and everything.
Yeah, stood up, good to go. And I will leave. Oh, actually, no. I'll drop another arbitrary advice, but this time I'll drop it on Laneros. Rudimentary advice, sorry.
He's already... Laneros is still inspired, right?
No, I used it.
Okay, cool. You're inspired again, then. And then I guess we're over to Laneros.
Yeah, so what shall we do with these? Guess let's give this another try. I'll cast slow on the 3 of them.
Nice.
I guess I can technically get the one up there as well.
What? It's wisdom saving throw.
You can get all of them.
Gondol is not affected. Tara is not affected.
Sigrun is.
Sigrun is not affected. They all three. Yeah.
So lame. And the one shooting us from the north?
She fails.
Yay!
Sorry. They're you know the Valkyrie have high whiz saves. You
Yep, well I don't really have any other good options, so...
Cool. Anything else?
I'll move over there.
Okay. Ouch. I did move here for a reason. Oh, you... No, yeah, you get hit. That's gonna hurt. The Sigrun, the angel with the warmaul, uses her whirlwind ability. She can attack in a circle at all targets within 15 foot. So we'll do Macro first. So Macro, you're struck for half the damage. So 16.
16 after you've halved it, yeah?
Yep.
Okie dokie.
And you need to make a strength save.
Take the HP off, give us 2 seconds. Saving throw, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
you're fine.
Down.
Alright, so Chester,
I hope so.
Chester, you're struck for 31 damage.
Yep.
And you need to make a strength save. Eagle's struck for 34 damage.
Chester gets +5 to his strength save. Oh, that's a 16. That's not going to be enough.
How much does Eagle take?
Eagle takes a total of 34, and you're not prone. And then Alwyn is on the backswing and takes 37 damage. And that's the end of Sigrun's turn. She just put her Goliath maul out and swung in a wide circle, just striking you all.
Oh, is Owen still up?
Everyone's still up, I think. That did hurt, but I think everyone's
up, yeah.
Yeah, we need to pop some big guns.
Yep, so...
What do you think I still have? I'm down to spell scrolls.
I have got some. I've got one big round in me if I don't die between now and then.
You're lucky.
If I can be saved one.
So Chester, the one to your right, as you've just been knocked to the ground, she spins her halberd round, shoves it into your chest, knocking you to 0, whips out, and then puts her foot on your throat and begins crushing your windpipe, and you take 2 death saves.
Ouchie, wow. Hang on.
No, he said he was lucky.
I'm gonna do this to you, Liam, right? Because I like the tension.
No, you just take 2 death saves because you've been attacked while down. There's no rolling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can if you get another one.
2 immediate failures. Yeah.
And then the
so if I get another one, I'm dead.
Yeah, if you get another one, you're dead. The Drow Inquisitor that you slowed, Laniros, turns to you ever so slowly. Dink! And it looks like it's going to hit.
So nasty. I'll shield.
Still hits for 18 damage.
What the fuck is with these people?
I'm rolling really well with these minor bullshit characters.
Can we please finish?
How is he hitting a 26 consistently?
He rolled a 28! I'm not joking. Like, I'm
Can
not
we
lying.
please finish off the one that has a hole in her chest?
Macro, it's your turn.
Macro is going to continue to cane Sigrun's face in.
But that's not the one with the hole in her chest!
It's alright, I got that.
Okay, so Stretch, can you bring him up for me, please? So that's a 24 and a 28.
The both hit.
Okay, just one, thank you. So 22 and 15, and
Yep.
that's well done.
Done. All right. So
Isn't that guy in the force cage just there till the end of time?
yeah, that's what Force Cage does. It's so annoying.
So he's just there until he can get spell slots back and
No,
teleport out.
It lasts an hour.
It lasts an
Oh,
hour.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
So,
okay.
Owen, let's see what you got.
Right, first time doing this, so let's start with a con save. God, I gotta start spending points already. Spend a couple of sorcery points for that. And I will heighten a Finger of Death on the Gumball.
So that means she gets disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
What? Is that a con save?
It is
Yeah.
con, yeah. I don't think that's added to the...
No, it doesn't add the 30, so it's 30 on top of that.
I'm afraid that she passes.
She still takes half.
Yep.
So she still takes 30.
Right, that 30 is added in there now.
She takes 30 damage, yeah?
Yeah.
Got it, yep. Perfect. Anything else?
Die, now that she hasn't.
Yeah, I think that might be the case. We'll see. Elzef. Oh, wait. Let's see if Rocket's got anything else.
I got this, Rocket. You don't have to worry, I got this.
I don't know how much I trust that, but okay.
Alright, Elzef?
Elsa spends 1 inspiration point to get the effects of the haste action.
This is what it's there for, yep.
To then run over to Chester and give him some ointment,
Oh, you bastard.
which is an item and not a spell slot, so I can still cast a spell.
Yep.
I don't know what ointment actually does. 2d8 plus 2, Todd, and put it in your
You could
thing.
have cast a spell anyway.
I'll roll it.
Oh yeah, because not with the action
13.
from haste. You can't cast 2 spells.
Yes, definitely.
No, not with the
No,
haste action.
You can't.
Because it's not a real action. You can with action search, not with haste. And then Elsif is gonna pull out another scroll and whisper to Chester, who is getting back up. This will also be on your bill. And cast Polymorph to turn Owen into another T-Rex.
Igor into another T-Rex, yep.
No, Owen.
Oh, Owen.
Yeah. So he doesn't fucking die.
Owen.
Let me
There
give
we
you
go, 136.
And then Elsif is done with her turn.
Alwyn, you should have control of the T-Rex now.
I love the fact Macro has so many more hit points than a fucking T-Rex.
I think Elsif has very high con and is impossible to hit, so we should be fine on the concentration front.
You're going to get attack opportunity, Alwyn, as she tries to fly away from the T-Rex. She's like, fuck this. Like, spent so long whacking you down.
Good.
Oh my god.
Hey.
That's not an advantage, but you do a lot of damage.
The T-Rex attack recklessly.
No. And
I feel like a T-Rex only attacks recklessly. They know no other way.
thing flies over here. Sisters! Help me! And she will attack Makra with a flaming short sword. Hits you twice for a total of... So a total of 27 damage.
Have you heard of that?
Yep, I've done the halving. Alright. Chester Decker!
Chester, with tears in his eyes and bloodied and beaten, looks over to Igor. It is time, my friend. It is time for everything we have discussed. And they're both going to cast simultaneous Steel Wind Strikes
Oh, fuck.
on all three of them.
So anime.
It's like a Naruto fight, for fuck's sake.
Is this guy still here?
Wait, how's Eagle got this many 5th level spell slots? I thought you've already done it.
He's got one more left.
Oh.
Yes, two.
You should have two.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Just
Yeah,
like Chester does.
Mm-hmm.
So this will be Igor. Boom.
Oh, who was it on? Who was it on?
I can't believe you've renamed it. Again.
Kara's gonna take this one.
Fucking hell.
Gondor is gonna take this one.
Wait a minute. I need to figure something out.
And then is Chadnir still there? Because he's gonna cop it.
Wait. Just, Elsif uses their reaction to spend a Diviner's dice to give the 16 to 20.
Yeah, also, the damage is set up wrong for your fusion strike. It's adding +5 onto them for your charisma when it shouldn't, so I'm going to -5.
Yeah, fair enough.
So that's a 20 instead of a 16.
A 20?
So the 16, yeah.
Yeah, and that's... Who's that on? That last one?
That's on Sigrun. And no, you can't hit Chadnir. He's in a cage. He's safely locked away.
Oh, he's in a cage. Okay.
Yeah, the
So
last one hits with a 20.
then.
The last one does hit with a 20. You've given him the exact amount to hit.
And now Chester's gonna do his. He's gonna have to cast it at level 6 though, because he can't do another level 5. Oh no! So you see that?
Not yet.
It's on. It's
No, he's whispered it to me, and he crit again.
Nice.
It's a crit.
Fuck.
And then that was on Sigrun as well. And then I'll hit Kara with the second one.
Brilliant.
Make sure to turn off your GM one.
Yeah, he did. And that hits as well.
Yeah, I've just done it. Is Gondor dead? Yeah.
Gondol's laying on the floor, but for some reason, she's glowing very brightly.
Oh my
I
god,
told
they
you
all
that
have
was a phase 2.
I'll fucking hit her again then.
You gonna go back on her?
Well, Chester still has one more target, so...
Can you
Yeah,
go back
so
and
he's
fight?
just
You
hit
can't
her.
attack the same target, can
No,
you?
no, but Chester hadn't hit Gondor yet. Oh, that
No,
was-
yeah.
down on Igor.
No,
Oh, that's true.
On Igor's turn. She didn't go down on Igor, but that would be funny.
No, it is true. You didn't hit Gondor.
Yeah,
she
it's
died
like-
from the eagle strike. So
Yeah.
yeah, and then you deal 2 death saves
yeah,
to
so
her.
he hit her.
Yeah, and then you deal 2 death saves to her.
And that is fucking fusion ha. And my
Well done.
motherfucking turn, says Chester.
I like how there's a Drow Inquisitor just standing there like,
No.
what's going on?
Just been shooting
It's
the
just
Neros
like-
every turn. It like literally has.
I'm surprised he's still there, to be honest. So, like, if it was me and I was like,
Buggered off by now. Yeah.
my fucking pay grade, I'll see you guys later.
All right, Laneros, it's your turn.
Okay, so let's figure out how we're gonna do
Sorry,
this.
sorry guys, I'm sorry to interrupt, but do you mean this guy here?
Yeah, you can't hit him. He's in like
Yeah.
a force cage thing.
He's the force cage bloke, yeah?
Yeah. No, we were talking about the one up here that's still shooting at me every turn.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, he's a brave bit.
Can you imagine your boss tells you, yeah, we're just gonna ambush some people in a park, and then suddenly Odin's Valkyries are being summoned and
Killed.
killed in front of you.
And you're like,
Yeah.
And you just look at your crossbow and you're like, I was gonna shoot that dude with a crossbow.
yeah. Especially when you're slowed as well, and you're like, well, I can't run anyway.
Guess I'll die.
I mean, look, they are Drow fanatics. What do you want from me, guys? What do you want?
No, it's just
I
fun.
level up.
Always. Yeah.
But they have to survive this. They all still have second phases.
Not
Only
necessarily.
go
So
for
No, you're right. Not necessarily, because
One, two.
are they Rocket and everyone by Adrian has fought these before? Like,
4, 5, 6. Alright, so I will get over here, running and Misty stepping, and then I will firebolt it from here.
all right, roll a hit. Jesus, you literally got 1 over its AC. You just go pop. The fireball burns into her forehead, and then she stops glowing. Her arms go limp. Well done.
And that's my turn.
Yep. Let's see if Sigrun gets her whirlwind back. No.
Yay.
Oh my god. She brings the hammer up and just... Elsef, who's been missing all the fight and all of the melee, and she just goes... bam, and hits. Can you make a strength save throw? She smacks you clean in the chest. Ribcage breaks as you go flying back.
This sounds like a crit. Should I attempt to force field, or do we think this is a crit and I'd waste it?
Did you do the disadvantage?
Why?
Because I've been hitting it.
Ah, you bastard.
Yes!
Well, yeah, fair enough. Arsehole.
Does it still hit then? Yeah.
It still hits.
Well, I force field.
And it misses. I hate you.
High five, Curtis.
That is just bullshit. I really thought I'd got you for... Well, it would have been like 80 damage. And then it was like, no, none. Well played.
Died.
Alright. Sigrun. Fuck. Guess she can't do shit now. That's the end of her turn. This one moves in, flanks you.
Oh, nice. Get it.
We'll cast... Yeah. Looks like she's about to cast a spell. And it's aimed towards her downed sister.
Do we still have counter spells?
Macro Curse is her name.
I would have thought a T-Rex.
I'm counterspelling at level 4.
Alright, yep. So you counterspell the Revivify.
Would you rather not be a T-Rex right now?
It's actually a really hard decision.
Yeah, well done. Counterspelling the Revivify. Alright, the random Drow Inquisitor. The bolt goes towards Laneros, looks like it's going to hit.
Am I not half covered by Kara at least?
I would say...
The ball has to go straight through her.
Yeah, but it looks like it's still going to hit. Yeah, okay, now
So
it misses.
With half cover, that's a 28.
Yeah, that definitely misses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, that...
Oh, sorry, I can't shield because I just counterspelled, sorry. 23 though.
It still hits for a total of 12 damage.
Screw you.
This one slowed drow is not missing.
It's gonna be the end of all of us.
Not fucking around.
I mean, Elsa still has to take damage.
In case I ever need to make a con save, let me know, but all the low ones I'll pass because I have a plus 12.
Yep, of
And
course.
advantage, so, you know.
Same with Rocket's character, yeah. So
Yeah.
Macro.
Macro goes. Which one's looking more battered, Kara or Sigrun?
Oh, definitely Kara.
Macro stands here and bounce Kara twice recklessly. Oh, we should have been adding extra damage to these because I should be getting rage damage on it. Oh, that crit will be
Nice.
add another. What level up? What plus rage bonus?
It's plus 4 at the moment, I think.
4, yeah, so add plus 8 to that. I'm still full Bob, but not my weird Bob. I've not made the transition yet. I'm pre-op.
Wow. Yep, that's fine. You've hit twice. She looks hurt. You cut her down. She's on one knee, flaming short sword in hand. Not flaming short sword. This is the one with the halberd. Sorry.
Surrender! He's just wailing.
I see this.
He hits her in the lever, and then that's knackered it. And then he pretends to go hit her in the head, so she butts guard up, and then just hits her in the lever again.
Owen.
T-Rex, Owen.
Yeah, Owen, your turn.
Come over here, bite on Sigrun, tail on Kara.
Alright.
Aww.
Oh, not good.
Not good.
No, they're
Yeah,
Do you have
both...
inspiration left? Bardic inspiration?
I do technically. I do. Fuck it, why not?
which one are you using it on?
Even though it's lower, I'm still gonna do it on the bite.
Okay. Yeah, that's a hit then.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, you did it on the bite, yeah?
Mhm.
I'm adding +2 on the tail.
Which makes it a hit.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's my last Diviner's dice gone.
The tail knocks Kara to the ground, and she's struggling up, and you see there's multiple...
Oh no, wait, I can't. I used shield. Tail. I'm sorry, there's so many reactions going on. I'm just keep losing track.
Yeah.
People are afraid of these Valkyr. Alright, Elzef, it is your turn now.
Okay. Well, these two are on the floor, right?
No,
Is there
Kara looks like she's on her last legs.
No, what he's asking is, are they both at ground level?
Yeah, they've been at ground level to fight with you.
Is
They
it
can't-
even worth it to web them at this point? Not really, right? I'm just gonna taser her. She's wearing armor. This is with advantage. 24 for 7. What is going on? What 7? That's 2 ones. Jesus.
Yep.
For 12.
Yep, it's a good hit. Still not enough.
That is not a good hit in what reality?
I didn't say it was a good damage. I said it was a good hit.
Okay, sure.
Alright, so Chester.
Okay. I'm really hoping this ends her because he hasn't got much more to do damage-wise. He'll run up here and he'll pop a. Oh, actually, I could do a bit more. Nah, he'll go for it. He'll go for Anecdote, the Poet Killer.
What is that?
I think he just attacked with his
That's his
sword.
rapier.
You just... No way! How did you down her with the rapier? For fuck's sake!
Let's go. It's a sword of legend.
It only does 3 damage.
Yeah, no, but he hasn't added his dex to it. But it should do whatever his dex modifier
Is
is.
the first time he's ever used the rapier as well?
Also, on the attack roll, there's
Nice,
also
second.
no dex modifier, so
How?
it should probably
Yeah.
be a 28.
We have set different rapiers up for you, like 5 times at this point, and they're always wrong.
It just maybe stick with one and
And
just
it's
rename
definitely-
them as you go.
Alright, so yeah, you've just stabbed her with a rapier, and you've just... Where Macrol's been cutting open her stomach, you just kind of aim for where he's made a wound, and it goes right through and out her back. And as you draw the Poet Killer out, she just looks at it confused, and then it goes... and slides down into the ground, and then begins to glow.
This is like even more
And that is
frustrating.
sword of motherfucking legend.
I would have had to just roll like 3 higher on the fucking Shocking Grasp to not have this happen again.
Does Sigrun have armor on, Liam?
Sigrun does have armor on, they all do, yeah.
Okay, and then Eagle will pop a hot potato in her direction,
Okay.
Good hop
which
potato,
is
mate.
2d something.
Yep.
For some reason, it doesn't start properly. I'll just roll it up 50.
Why is all of this set up so wrong?
Because Eagle's character sheet was copy and pasted. Not by me. There we go.
Alright, yep. Cool. Liniros then.
Good.
The nurse will move over here and firebolt Kara.
Yep, okay. It's 2 death saves, isn't it? Because you're right next to him.
That's correct.
Yeah. Anything else?
Move back a little bit. I have 1, 2, 6 over there. That's it.
Alright, Sigrun will see if she gets a whirlwind back. Fucking hell. Alright.
Where the fuck did we ever run from these?
Yeah, I know, right?
I think before the Ivory Rebellion said you can't defeat these here. So I think because they've teleported away from where we
yeah,
were.
exactly. No, but that's what we found out, that they were just being pussies. That wasn't
Yeah,
the problem at all.
Out of game, I've also not made them as powerful as they were when you originally fought them. I don't know if you've noticed, they're not as...
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was arguing. When they were in their like home, like
Yep.
in their lair. they
Right,
would've been
so,
more-
Elzef, the hammer is coming down at you.
No, I mean, I'm still gonna force field.
Which makes your AC...
28.
It's not enough, I'm
and
afraid.
disadvantage.
Can't believe it.
Wait,
Still
she's...
disadvantage.
Oh my god, yeah, okay, she misses.
Would it even hit it in the first place then? Would I get back shield?
No, yeah, you get your shield back. I keep forgetting about your new rage ability.
I love your new rage ability.
However, we will end today's session with Kara explosively reanimating ahead of you. So everyone in that area makes a dex save. That's basically everyone except Linear, no. Linearos is in range.
Lanirus gets a +5. A flash of genius.
Well, I had a 17 anyway.
Well, we don't know.
With a +5, it's...
So it's 14 radiant damage to all those who fail a DC 15 dex save.
Okay.
Nope. Elsif is fine. Lanirus is fine.
I mean, it would have been better if anyone had an action left. Twat the...
I know. How much damage did Chester take?
From what?
Dex save.
Oh shit, hang on, sorry. I bet it is here.
Alright, so you take 7 damage, radiant.
Oh, Elsif also takes 7 damage. Then that means she has to do a con save for the T-Rex. Oh yeah, that's literally the one thing I could have rolled to fail that con save. They're not a T-Rex anymore. Outstanding.
Can you use an inspiration to reroll it?
Oh yeah, I could. How many inspiration is that?
To re-roll it? I don't think there is something to re-roll it.
Oh, isn't there? Okay.
There's a two inspiration to... Wait, 2 inspiration to auto-pass.
Yeah, I think that's worth it.
No, I thought I can't do that because I already rolled.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's point. Yeah, he's already rolled.
Have you not got any
I can
body
never
inspiration?
find the inspiration.
No, Chester didn't give me bardic inspiration this time. No, I don't have anything to fix this, so the T-Rex is gone. I can't believe I rolled a 1.
Inspiration's under the rules sub-section under characters on it.
Ah, there it is. Okay.
Okay, so Kara's reanimated, standing up as well in the process of exploding upwards in radiant light. At the moment, all of you are kind of like holding back because you can see the burst of radiant light come from her. It's so bright that some of it nearly blinded you. And Sigrun's hammer just wailing down on Elzeth. And we will end the session there. But I will make this promise. If you survive fighting these, I will give you a level.
You better.
That is
I
deep.
don't want it. You're giving them too easy now.
Remember the last one had a lot of magic items, so maybe we've hit the jackpot here.
To be fair, I actually didn't give you a level up when you defeated the God King.
That's true, you didn't.
No. But we will...
Because you're a stingy snake.
I'm not a stingy snake. We'll end the session there. Chadnir in a force cage fighting the Valkyr.